Shreveport Councilman John Nickelson here. Hey, Mr. John, welcome back. Merry Christmas. Thanks for taking time as always.
Good morning and Merry Christmas to you both.
The vote is Saturday on the 5 bond proposals. You specifically today want to talk about Bond Proposition 1, which provides funding for police and fire. How critical is that today in our city?
I appreciate you both giving me the time, and I just want to say, as I have said to everyone who has asked me over the past several months, it is absolutely critical that voters support Proposition 1 on Saturday. We have needs in the police and fire department that simply will not be met if folks don't go to the polls on Saturday and push yes to Proposition 1. And I am arm in arm with the mayor on that issue. We've got to get that through so that we can get our police officers a new fire station and our firefighters the new stations and the improvements to the stations that they need very badly.
Mr. John, I don't know if you were listening last hour, and it was a point that I brought up, and it really is maybe a deal breaker for me. I don't know anybody we've talked to, and maybe you do. How do you build a new police station for $27 million, for the $27 million that's allocated in Proposition 1? Is that enough? And if it's not, why would you vote for something that's going to give you a new police station that nobody's going to like?
Proposition 1, if approved, will authorize the city to bond as much as $70.65 million for the specific purposes of providing equipment and property to fire and police. There is in the materials that the administration has put out to the council and to the public a proposed price tag for the police station, but that's not set in stone. It's entirely possible that the cost of the police station itself may be a bit more than that. We won't know that until we get through the process. But I do know, based on my conversations with other elected officials and with the leadership of the city, that if we don't pass Proposition 1, our police officers will continue to show up every day to work at a police station that is in really deplorable condition in parts.
If it's all one great big pot of money at $70 million and that the $27 million set aside or allocated for whatever the new police station in Prop 1, if that's not really, as you said, set in stone, at the end of the day, wouldn't we be to get the police station we want, therefore robbing Peter to pay Paul? Wouldn't we be taking away from either the fire or other police equipment or something like that to build a state-of-the-art police station? And is that a good idea?
In 2019, you'll recall that the voters rejected, after 3 council members voted no, all the bond propositions that the city put up, including a public safety proposition. My problem with that proposition in 19 was that it lumped in public safety, fire, and police with parks. And so I was concerned about exactly the sort of diversion you're talking about. And I don't mean anything nefarious by that. I just mean that proposition in 19 left open the possibility that money could be approved by voters with the intent that it be used for public safety and then used for parks down the road by a future administration even. This proposition is different. If you look at the language of Proposition 1 that will be on the ballot Saturday, the money must be used for police and fire. It cannot be used for anything else. Will there be ongoing conversations about exactly how much money is used for police and exactly how much money is used for fire? Yes, but we have significant needs in both departments, and without this money, I'm telling you, Robert, those needs are not going to be met in the short term, and that's why I'm taking the position I am on Proposition 1.
John, one of the deal breakers for me in Prop 1 is substations. $4.5 million for substations, to me, seems like something we want, not something we need. You follow me? And is that something that, though you put the verbiage out there, you could take that $4.5 million and realize, hey, maybe we shouldn't build these substations. Maybe we should use this for the police station. Is that something that could be tweaked down the road and be gone from this? Because it's a deal breaker for me.
Yes, it could be tweaked down the road, and the best answer I can give to that, Aaron, is that, as I probably said in an interview with the two of you before, I have learned well that in local government, the perfect cannot be the enemy of the good. Is this bond package what I would have done if I were king? or even if I were mayor, perhaps not. But passing Proposition 1 will move the ball forward for police and fire. And the cost, if you have a house worth $150,000, which is the median value of a home in this city, is about $4.69 a month. So the ask is very small. The benefit will be felt citywide, and most importantly, it will be felt by the officers and the firefighters who are sworn to risk their lives for all of us every day. It's not perfect, but passing it is far better than not passing it when we're talking about Proposition 1.